this is the problem with reading the Old Testament. A lot of times we dive into the Old Testament and we take the Old Covenant and we try to apply it to New Covenant believers. That is the problem that we have in many of our churches, unfortunately. We try to apply the law on the people of God. We try to apply old sacraments on the people of God. No, this is how you read the Old Testament. You got to read it in light of the new, all right? The Old Testament covers the Old Covenant. That covenant has been fulfilled through the finished work of Jesus, and we have been given now a new covenant. Now, how do you know how to live the Christian life if you are going to just give yourself over to the Old Covenant? You're not. What you're going to do is you're going to substitute what we have now in Christ for what was the first covenant, all right? And that is not ideal. If you do that, then what you are basically going to end up doing is neglecting the grace of God. In what way? You're going to be adding to the grace of God. You're going to be adding rules and regulations and law and statutes to the grace of God, which is provided to us in the new covenant. This is how you read the Old Covenant. The Old Covenant, the Old Testament, is a foreshadow of that which was to come, which ultimately did come. If you just totally ignore the new covenant, what you're going to find is you're going to find that you are going to be neglecting your understanding of the grace of God that has been supplied to you. Now, we even could fast forward and we could start talking about the law of Moses given to the children of Israel. Thou shalt not do this, thou shalt not do that. Unfortunately, so many of us are stuck in the old covenant. We pick and choose what we want to do and what we want to substitute and what we want to abide by, and we just add it into the new covenant. And then what we do is begin to mix two different covenants. You can't mix two different covenants, guys. You're either under the old or under the new. If you're under the old, then you are, unfortunately for you, restricted to that which fulfills the old covenant. You gotta live out the statutes, the laws, the regulations. And by the way, there's over 600 that you got to abide by. And the death of Christ has no profit for you. It doesn't benefit you, according to Galatians. Read the whole book, all right? So I just want to say this, guys. We are new covenant believers. When we read the old speaks about that which is to come. And the new is the revelation, is the fulfillment of that shadow, which is the old, which is the first covenant. There's nothing wrong with the first covenant, guys, but the new covenant has come. Christ has come and given us that which we need in order that we can live the life that he has called us to live. If we don't abide by that, therefore, what we are doing is we are substituting the grace of God for works of the old. And when you do that, then the death of Christ cannot apply to you. That's the problem. So you got to understand that Jesus Christ came to fulfill the law. Why? So that we don't have to try to fill that which we couldn't fill in the beginning. So be encouraged, guys. Read the Old Testament. I'm not saying don't read it, but you got to read it in light of the fulfillment, in light of what we have as being new covenant believers. Anyways, guys, if this video has benefited you in any which way, if this has been fruitful, make sure you like, share, and subscribe. Till next time, you already know, it's all love. Take it easy. Peace.